Donko Abo or Costa Television, the Getania 514. Channel 54, you go TV, though. Channel 22, yes, in Tedwin, yes, into gas and the guitar boxing. Ebusafu in there, ya la busuma yo mean doubt danan. No ya busuma, oti afine we you cry on no muno na yazakai or ya ajinkwa Christ na wada. Na don't crook a sebwe in your brain summer, obidi no mu akutiri being. What a futu ama a police for there, ubi ye. That what a wana sam boko akadan. Na nanu yimpe for wa oye chufu. Pra so ansana mbebunu watu eja wonodo. Osande. Ususida wonu ya ba man police for nankasa na we kumun. Yaboko na akoye nsamo da man. Damara na aba abotogwa na achemi de. Enuanu ma wedi dam wo wone nyimpadua woni sika oda abanze ma honan abanze ko na mum ahye ne de nsanka na umfa ma dam enuanom no ebusafu eyi na nsem bia aka won na ebri medre bosum da donkro kasebo oye Costa Television obe oda no akoyi ya yemfa sida papa mu no yemfa ma decide gift shop ositade na charge asede mbisu yemfa ma NPA National Petroleum Authority eduma ku beni wona dawoma na we somasen ma mede nsem nano mede bra humi aba from kitikeku Asorba Kofi Essuman afi yense nsem no ase yes nsem na se na edefi oye asen fosu oye no kwado meche asen ekwapem ena onye asen sueduro embebu no wa ye che sonko na watu kokobo odi ama oye apolice fa wo chifu prase de sempempre ne wonfo no masema nkedo mahin no mahin ntete ni chachom na so wamfre ohina owo asene kwapem na onye asensueduo a mebu no batwe ko na wako oye chifu prase police fo na soye waka hyew police fo wona soye ne dwere be senti nyo be na wasema anye de hono nia ba ma wosusu de abentie okasese abofra wedi fi danan mo akaba na okupe ma police fo wona soye wo oye asen ewusem na asen ewusem ena obanda de bi oda woda asem no kochifu praso woda asem kochifu praso a enuanum woda wanse hwe woti aye de wose hu no na ewu na wonkohwe na womache ebra de pati no yen enuanum woda wodwene won wontase enti mebunu kunu wafa oye tumna ase woninsem na wankasa wari yeda wope odi kare nkoshe oye nana owo kromwo oji itum de onye mbebu ne bakasa ni ya na chiri mbebu na mpen na sema nana labi dankwa oye abentie George enima isusu de wewi no hunyimpa bi na nsema oye sanchofo ken do keni
brother no bese 9:30 ena regent to nsa friend say asem esi wa yenfie mekwa na mpa nipa wo ho bebre George enim eden asem a ese okofifi akoda bi nti yinya resolve say and enfa nko police station so we sem ni eden ko ho ade chen no na Wednesday na wo say ye follow up ye ko ampa no dem say nipa ye chena ye man be ye ko ho ikohu police for no mo say asem we die ye ma be wo ho a enyi this ye no commander o chifu praso enti ye te ase ema ye de no koi ene ye no ko chifu praso enti ye follow up e ko ho no say e bia ambe grant ni be la ye ya o man grant ni be na ye Tuesday Wednesday Thursday and a Friday 24 days Friday no e ho no mo frɛ ye fi commander no mo frɛ say yemra Yakwaya amane the tintin ni titi ya ne se suspect no oye nyame de no kware oye nyame de owahi praise for no omo de na kwato mochi asem we de na kakra nti ye bona kwa yakwaya na mpa ye kwato no wo yakwaya no stays won ho ne ha no mawro ni ho awro ne na ho awro afei moja wona na no ye bisa ho no omo se yare bi ba so ohuri ne ho kɔsoro na ɔno abɛbɔ fam nti 4 days ni nyinaa no dem akɔpem sɛ owi ba
ebusuapan nana dankwa ono na ɔte ne nkan na mbɛburi na wɔn asaman dɛ wɔde nkyefua wɔde machese wɔde petrol hamaka ho dada a wɔyɛ ayi dɛ sɛ polisifo wamba na wɔamɛkyɛ sɛ nta abɛnti no wuyi da ano obɔkɔ na wakahyew ɔyɛ police station a ɔwɔ twifo pra so na dam na mbebu no so wakan
ya busua ni ni abre eti e pa di bi che omlem sa police station no pra so ye be kwa kwesi ni nyina
e no abo ba ha no di fa bo kwesi bia omo se kwesi no mo tumi ya no ye ko ye na ye hu se omo boy amane se we wu no na me ka tre prosecutor ni se oni ye nko mo tire ho na me nti se obi di se be da prison a se wu na se ya mfra busun a ye se na ko se mo tire oso nko na ye nko ni edu mo tire ho a ye mfra no na oni mo tire ma no enkasa
ya police for na ye me wo fa no why no DJ why no sa police for no me yo we di man ka se o man confirm say na o mo ye ya o mo che o plus ho no mo ye de ni bre ba na ba bia police station no o mo che na e je ba na ye de ba mo so
kosuanie amanie ye bodua na ya bo police station foforo 3 days ye be skata police station na
ade a police for na ya no ye sre Ghana ban ade a police for penifo so omo wunye mu maye na ye wusa sa wa na ho no omo ku no so omo ye ni do omo fo omo wunji maye
omo so mo de ne ko hospital ye nya hospital report no nti ye de ye nya attention ni amaye wo fa no
me jira youth nanam catch the police for say ye mom just 3 days 3 days IGP baby obia na so ente omampanyini ono so yesra de mom 3 days say 3 days ye hu hwe a ye gada boy siri na boy sengesi nyina ye kwopra so police station wo nto mo ntwan ye ba ye kura petrol ye kura bibia bi so mo ye police for ye fa ye ba nti ye asam no
na asam ni na no ye ne kateba ka oye djuma ma oye Sompa TV Eric Anan ono no okupe asemi do ma onye enanum de nkoman Eric Anan fensi wara obo modern na onye police mpemfa wo hwe oye finfin manto ne etifi no meche Central North Region no police commandant oye DCOP Abraham Akwe onye no bonko be said papa zammeburi kan numu no kwabe no wom papa ji tu na mpa oye no kwarpa de the masemotere mu esi iyi wama oye police pay IGP na so ate na no so we tu dom de oboko no waka bebusuani shan osande onye bo apaye de police friend wo shadara na hukum abrantia otedam na oye wode ne kasha moche na woto nsam fra busuafo de womba no mafro debi emom aden bandam no na obiara enyim da osi wo oye sara abrantia no odanu nti oye no kwarpa de masam na wesi nemum IGP dinu se sominti wetu abogofa oboko na wakaka ebusuafo wona akoma zato wona yem ebusuyen chen samundo na yemfa Coastal Television don kwer kasebo no yemfa mbraw anada na yebosuma yomi neda otodu ibasa na wo wiade nemfa nei na no afibiara obokwa wiya bosuma ode wiyi neda otodu ibasa no oyabosum edaso kwa wiade mfa nei na wetesi wode yemfa nkai enuanom a wedidam ohoni mpoduem do ye wono hwen do ye wono asoa do ye wono nsa do ye wono nan anampoda wuntum nkasan enata ne nyinara boboa ma de menuanom a wedidami wono so wewunda mpa wakanyimpa ho na emom obande nyimpa yiyima kona wodupi na nyimpa wofado na wodi woni ye enyiyim fi nyimpam eni sasunti afidida otedam anada osin Coastal Television nyanye oba panyina ono wegbe oye asɔyi sonko a wɔtete mmɔframa a wɔagyina wɔn nyimpadua wo oye ogwaha mɛkyɛ maame hagyeto adom maame bɔ nkyerɛmkyerɛ me dɛ oye yewo na ɔyɛ awerɛho dɛ abanara wɔasinipi people dɛ ɔde sika de manuanom a wɔadi dɛm na so sɛ wɔkɔdo wakagya na wɔayɛ boakye bi ne din alapetwa a ɔkɔdo wɔde manuanom na yiyim sonkompo na ntɛtea na nhye bi a ɔkɔdo wɔde manuanom mu ɔyɛ awerɛho paa nti ɔno ne ma asɛm anye dɛ ɔbɔtota sɛ ankwankorti tsara wɔnom pa wɔde wɔn atoto ekoekoa no dɛ wɔnhwɛ na aba ne sika aba ne yɛ kɛkɛ bɛ na aba ntɛbɔ de manuanom a wɔadi de wɔn mpodie mu no wɔtum wayɛ na mmom ɔbɛ na nyimpa yiyim dza ana onwie pɛ yɛ me de manuanom so wɔn ka wɔn mfua maame hagyeto adom ne kɔmɔtwetwa ɔkrɔdo no ebeyi
nyina ni bibi bia wo yɛ mo bibi asafihia pa me de Mrs. Rachel Ajawoto Adom me wo challenge with the foundation being apart from me nurse no me set up this organization to support special needs children and their families within Cape Coast Iowa a brand new town ehɔ na ya se wa ye bi akomo ne yensa se enkwala ye be hye omom hato chima na e be kye omo do nyame do because bebre no se woni se odo na wontimi ne omo ntena omo bibia ye se wo beti omo ase so wo pese omo ti wase dia enye possible but se wo ti omo ase a eno na ebuama yesia ne bebi from hono so mo kye ne mebe ma yetina e wodo eni enigemu
madase
to be frank edin especially nkwala edin pa nti so obeye so obebi wa ko se accepting so wan gya ntomu dia wontimi ne omontena wontimi nya omhu bibia na sike bi no ede be ma wa betimi esisa ohwe na no do na anem is a ogitum so person ohwe sa nkwala ne dia wo so nya odo a wan ka sample edin so wa bi obetimi ya ma ba to be ya ma sa nkwala no nti no na ehye me kwan so ade na yenye bibia ebe ma nkwala ye obia because enye obia ne pese ba akọwo a akwala no ho beto chima ena ye kasa epo no enye se akwala se bi ni wadi dem ko obia betimi e vulnerable because ye nipa ye koba ye nanti ye didi ye foka uti fie kwa bibi atimi se nanti keke no na ya pemade na wabofum iti we are all at risk nemu wo se ye nya odo ma ye ho se ne bia ye ka se unfortunately na wo hu me o chance me di wheelchair mu a ana me kita crutches a enkwanye onwanwa na obehwe me saa na wapa me ho nemu be bie wo nsem na wa kire mo odo wo ye den wo kwa he ma me so mu nko ma because obia wo ni pebi wonimu na se yam ben na nche no odo na saa nipa ne empieda into harness them no adding we say akole bi wono ma we dware ne confidence no obeka se sa adwane no ndi e wo so se sama no second third and say ehia odo mapa na ya cheche ye ho ansa na etimi anya sankole ama mo nyi abeye impanyimpa ewo ya setina ne mu sini de na e den pa e ba na ebusiemu kwa omagya to na say yenko bo mpa na nyame ho ye mo bo fine but so bo mpa na na hwe yensie e na me huni so bi opo anya wodo mo say akwana ne wo se ne ho to no it o ma me first 2-3 years na o ho hwia na wa twe ne ho me hu bebre na wa twe no because opesa akwana ne ho to no so ne ho to no but ne wan to ne ntobe ne de na wa twe nti inclusiveness no and social amenities so wo se ma ne mamu ye kama so yankasa ye be easily approachable akora no betimi anya odo afro se bibi atuna na efie ye won se be accessible niam akora no be hia ye betimi anya amom na road ye pese bi akora ne 90 oye independent baby pon road e di ko ni fie no enye third road it obede po na sort which mo betimi akwa aba obetimi use technology dia ye niam enti ehia se ebusuani neighborhood ye beji atom na ye nyina ye di odo abom because sometimes ye react me was prayer because wo hwe nyeme bi akai na ye ka bom ebetimi aye na nipa ba ku ya eden enti ehia se neighborhood anase baby ye wo community na region anase nationally no ye be start ne kakra na ya hye ye ho den na ya bom na ye na ya bom kwale ne umitimi enyi because no child is a burden depending on how you see the child akole bia ne power ne mu enti yetimi soma as I'm saying it last 2 years na akole bia se border ho or yes about policy but we should fingernails any thing ya e kwabhwe fefe won wi bebre na ne fingernails so ye fefe enti ni mame no wa akra o do say obeka ne nails na wa kana no we siesie ne ho na ne ti nyukra na efe na emu ye prepare kede ne beti kwa na kwa ne free mu de bia be kasa na eme because akole bia won faso bibi woni mu na se nya wa obeji atum na we hu akwala no e na be but say ye be ise oti wiche mu na ne ebe ya mu na se obetena se kra na nopa e bi wosi ye sa no be ma ne nsi obedwa no be ma ne so na emu mi de wie sa nya manyi na odi ne kwota oti mi ready oti mi tu nyum ye boa na ye hye no nkran a eti akole bia bibi pa woni mu na se we hu ne sa no hwe de aspect bi a entimi nko kind to say regular child na eno ne ye jom mu hye dem na empese obi a be hu mu na at the end of the day be bed mom e de amaye no crane immediate personally en sanka bi da na ne eti me so me hye da makohoda akodi ho dwuma eno mo ka so mate na pending cases bebre okwa e bi mu sanka e na de ye me ya ne say me parents bi bra me kwasasro mo a e bi mu ma wo me fie omo akọ ho ma register 4-5 so many years ebi 2-3 years na baba akope ebi kramba obi okwa the way they will sometimes threaten you know obi mistake bi akoye photocopy say no ba no wanye ne wo so nya abotre oh copy na ka wo so in front of bafa wait to the way obe kem magu ma me so no kwa on bebiu na ya hom titi say ebi na me kopa ye de be ma me na mom other ones yan for mom na mom omo ya register na yan for mom mpoi enti me the last time na ye meet wa kono mo ka say wo say nkwala na ye register na ye di echi say ye de omubenya supporter ehia ebi okọ school de owo fie bibi kakra it to be frank dudu na minimum register there only 1 to 2 people make us away the way bida dudu na obisa omuso monsanka bi enti ye bon pa say ye di day no we ni ba ye hwe ne ye nchama ne nyefe Cape Coast has some Central region so there, but ye nchemu bia anya kakra nensha abata nkrai say aban ni dwom ho because aban be monom start say the scale base e fa mboa na at the end of the day about 100 mothers man nipa 10 5 pe na enya it doesn't encourage others to ntiama say be obete say ni ba na afim kwa kenya ne nwanwa bata nka me de ye ya say nkwala obi a woni pa won because so hwe esi an say over phone TikTok ni WhatsApp na say Facebook a nkwala wa mono ne a e wa that country so mo ye niama na efe ye man so yetimi train you magumi omanka ebeboa ma technology they have a lot of knowledge in them nti yes say ni awoka no keep say dem register but me dey atu mo say nkwala ekọ school no metimi akwedi echi na ya boa mu na national persons with disability say me join this akwo no especially parents last 2 months na yetimi register ya ba yetimi kasa page ni wa ye hwe ne mekoso nti ye ka say ko celebration koso akra omo ye create awareness ama stakeholders omo ye aware but we say ye shemuki na mro omo ahyehe aye ma be ku school beji nkwala no na ye ma excuses bebe obekwasi o class na ye ma teacher ne so sure it's say 2 years ago waje akola bi na wabo obi ba but entisa give a child a try omo na ye ntimi encourage omo na the emi de say ye ka say kwa na but a week ago me ko one government school abra ma me ne kwa obi ni nsem say ye ma no ye ka say no fi obi wa cry say onu ye specialist in special children into be ma me how do you call it itinerary de be kire nkwala na be buo mu na emomo ji nkwala na maybe we have to get caregivers to accompany na me say why not and you say yes and she say po say be akwala ni de say onu so edware na pa oku sport ka hu bi na emomo ko say o yes room and ye man say no we have to involve the children right from the way say be omunyi na eba na dwumasema we understand them as well nti emi de say na dey ye dey af na enso meeting news na yen president ex-president Kufuor ocho letter de koye ama ne doctor every day say disability ni etimi tu obia irrespective of name ye nyina nti ye nka say ye na ato na ya hyem like ye di enim and it could happen to anyone to social places especially your churches your schools and gatherings be and ye have that mind say e be accessible to every person that come there ma nipa na okọ ponko dwen say me kwei me de na ma for story building me kwei obi abehwe me so obi ampo mboa me no nti ye start na kakanka kra e be ye na obi super so boy ye bi obebre na mo Mrs. and they feel like Mrs. Adom e say they wager boss body MTN and other awards into when you ska entisa
award na table
yes
ya adi bi denti yenyima award mo wom o table pe ade no kita ona nan bibi anye chiri bio nti ono na ye pede ye begina afidi dedo na edentotosra amahwe
ye kotosra ye kan say ye mu bi de nyame hu ye mobo ye hu kanea no ama yate asese nkwale yi ana obi bia wo ne hu atochi makakra no obia wo potential since yen nyina yen kan bom na yen timi mbo nti enya say ye de ni mu nti maybe adwuma na esi anasa we yen nti no please we need everybody's support whether advice technology bi person the boy bia no ye bi ye say ye fie wo ho say ye de ni mu kwa mumbra na embom ene anope na pastor bi hyamo si website nkofo di misika mienu so bebo ama ya nyame nhira ne pa bibi wo pastor Eric Sam e wo kakomudo nyame nhira ne sa na ye bi yen se obi bi opeso support ye bia ye fie ho kwan wo mba ko start TV no hwe ye kire kwan a afia so nti mo ba na mo ni ko start TV boom say mo ba celebrate ye e wo Abra Newton ke be ye fe say one day program na ya ba ne nkwale ye sere bounce castle na mo ni age ne ye kye nyame asana say bibi e be ma nkwale ni age and hope for the future. It's a service organization so okay because baby biara mwiti yenka muhwe ye no mumbra na afi enye krabetwa na the next year no ye fa bibi nsi eni so ye pese ye twa ye fie ho ye pese ye twa fence for safetyness nti enu pa na da makon se ne yin na obi beti ye ka beboa yen ana on behalf of any organization say ye be twa fence wo e wo fie ho akebe ye de na emum ka kitche bi o bi opese de support so kwan da ho ye da obi biara sem obi biara safi official.
Enti yana maame adom ono na etenenka wabra enyanum wolidi wonne afia ote damono anada na dem nsemi to go wo oye Coastal Television ha ebuso yenkonfu ensamfufrum na wo ensamfufrum no na oye lutioma yamina dum opay wo oye finfimantom mete mfanteman mensene mu no afia abasene ko na oye abandada na ho enhyehyɛ a woyɛ da wodu to oil lithium ote dam no da men hyehyɛ ka bande na ade hyara nkasa wutu dam ejapaden ani fo megudin wo ho no na wan nkasa wonhyɛ da anya num fo so papa bia na o man ga nade na yebu yechi na ya akwhwɛ a ohare mu nchechewe enum 5% pe na ga na benya asemi ka bai mankwafo ka won sema ma oben na o da bi ye makwar mu wutu dam lithium ya o manan sebo esisi pa na wode esisin amparampara nim nyampa aban fufuri be shafa ohwe oye kwabetu na fom no ndamado meche Minister for Lands and Natural Resource owura honorable ama Kofi Bua why central fishing no that to go akire me de ampara ehyehyɛ aban ye no oye hyehyɛ foforo a wo bɛhwɛ de the military na wutu wan kafa echi ka obiara anade onka mamba Ghana fo wan wirabo wo de aba ejapade yankopon da mahenen nata ije mo shefo mo sai mpa nche obeye nemu odo ye hyehyɛ ma owie pɛ honorable Amakofi Bua nansabo de tugwa no ebe
or stated by law and what is in the books right now. And let me talk about the history of this amendment that has happened. There was an initial royalty rate of 3 to 6%. Was amended and was stated that royalty will be at 5%. And then there was another amendment that says that it will be by an act as applicable by law. What was missing was that the instrument that should guide that applicable by law was never in place. And so, technically speaking, what you could refer to was the original one, which says that 5%. I'm very happy to inform you that we've worked closely with the Attorney General. We'll be coming to, once we finish your cabinet, we'll be coming to Parliament with a new instrument that will permanently lay a complete, comprehensive guideline on royalties, not only in the lithium sector, but in all minerals. It's very important we do so. Having learned lessons as we go forward, learn lessons. It was very clear, for example, not too long ago, the an ounce of gold was what? 1,900, 2,500, went over 3,000 and close to 4,000. There's no other mechanism for you to do any adjustment, for example. And so I thought this is the opportunity for us to basically review all of that. And I'm happy to inform you that I've taken the steps to do exactly that. And as I go back to the lithium agreement, the recent downturn in global lithium prices has put several lithium projects around the world on hold and on other strain. And so this project that we are talking about is no exception. The project was stalled as the advocates came to inform us. And obviously, you know that jobs will be lost. Jobs that had been planned to be created will all not come on. The local economy will clearly be affected. And so this new market reality necessitates a review of the physical terms to protect the national interest. I must let you know that before we even got here, the whole House of Chief of the Central Region visited His Excellency the President, the members of Parliament, key stakeholders, came to make a strong case on why this project cannot stall, and that why this program is critical for the Central Region and frankly the people of Ghana. The President invited all of us, and as usual, his question was, how do we go forward? What is the solution? How do we find a path forward that makes sure that the project goes forward and at the same time that Ghana wins? And so it is in that spirit that we are having this discussion. As I have stated, the recent market development have underscored the limitations of a static royalty system. Clearly, it is therefore incumbent upon us to consider a more responsive mechanism. A more responsive mechanism that can respond to the changing market conditions. That will also ensure that our country wins at all times. Because nobody can convince me that when an ounce of gold was 2,000 and the royalty is 5%, when it gets to 4,000, we can't have a discussion about an adjustment. Clearly, this is a clear opportunity to review all the royalty in the whole mining sector. And I'm happy I'm doing exactly that. And so to balance this objective, government is proposing a lawful sliding scale royalty mechanism. This structure is designed to safeguard investment and jobs while maintaining a competitive base royalty during periods of low prices. That's ensuring the project's viability. And we are also not, it's not lost on us that Ghana is not an isolated place. We are competing with other countries in terms of investment. And so, for example, when we are in a very low period where things are not going very well and countries have responded to that, we must be very strategic to also respond. And it is in that spirit that is guiding us in what we are doing. So concurrently, it serves to maximize the national benefit by automatically increasing the royalty rate when lithium prices exceed an agreed upon threshold, ensuring Ghana secures a greater share of the value during market upswings. This approach is not succession, but a strategic tool to prevent the project from stalling while guaranteeing the nation gains a fair share of the value when market conditions improve. And there has been a lot of argument. Some people were arguing that, when we negotiated a price at $3,000, the royalty was at 10%. I can tell you that what the sliding scale we are doing here is going to probably ensure using a more beneficial approach, because we foresee, for example, that at $3,000, we are not only going to achieve the 10% royalty, as has been negotiated, but we are also putting in mechanisms that when the prices go beyond 3,000, we'll go beyond 10%, and we'll go to 11% and others. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I think I wanted to let the people of Ghana know that this government will not shortchange the people of Ghana. We have a responsibility to protect the interests of this republic. And I'm very happy that members of parliament are here. And I chatted with a lot of them. We are working together with them to ensure that my new instrument will really kick in before any approval of the lithium agreement. so that the people of Ghana gets all the advantages. But to say that we have listened to all the voices and we are taking steps to make sure that we win not only the project coming on, but we also make sure that the people of Ghana and Ghana really gets value for money on the resources that God has endowed us. I thank you very much. Once the agreement is in Parliament, it is really in the custody of Parliament. And I'm very happy to know that as fifth-term member of Parliament, I know the workings of Parliament. I know that this committee is going to do a very thorough job. They have a long journey. I know they've lined up engagement with key stakeholders, including CSOs, including the chiefs, including the community. I believe they are going to basically also start this engagement, this journey. Today, for example, I know they are meeting some of the chiefs from Mankesim, this committee. So it's something that they are going to work on. So we are working on a parallel part, and I believe we'll converge. And ultimately, this is what I'm saying, by the time we finish, Ghana will win. Weeks. I have already finished as I said, we already have the draft. We have the drafters who have really informed us that they will be able to get it to us by today. We'll continue the engagement once we have it. And then I'm finally going to take you to Cabinet, get Cabinet to look at it. I've already had a preliminary engagement with key stakeholders even before we started the journey. And so we think we're on the right path. What is important and what even the parliamentary committee accepts is that the last royalty amendment that was done that says it should be prescribed by law should have been followed by an instrument that laid out the structure of those prescriptions. That is what was missing, and I'm happy that we are taking the leadership to basically fill that vacuum. So thank you. Yes, Abusia. Yes.
Benefits to the whole people, right?
That's it. I'm so happy, Sampa. Nedika, I the same. Becca said, apart from instruments, you two and among the last 10 months said. Nhyehyɛ pii a ɛwɔ hɔ no ɛsɛ yɛsesa no baako na woka ho asɛm ɛnkyɛ wobɛhu sɛ Mining and Mineral Act no Act 703 no yɛ nsesaeɛ kɛseɛ paa wɔ mu saa kɛseɛ no a yɛyɛ wɔ mu no nyinaa ne sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ transparency yɛ adwuma wɔ mu na sɛ bio Ghanafoɔ a ɛsɛ ɔmo nya ho mfasoɔ no ɔmo nya saa tumi no. For example, yaka nneɛma pii a bi na waka ho asɛm ɛbaa ne sɛn na obi kura anim baabi a bɔlɛ wɔ nso ɛno ane sɛ waba Accra onim obi wɔ Minerals Commission wanya licenses yɛahwɛ Google na yɛahwɛ map no so na ɔso wanya concession wɔ hɔ ɔkɔɔ ya ɔsɛ meba bɛyɛ yɛfrɛ ne sɛn mining mpenifo mo ha mo magi kakra nhyehyɛ mo ɛno ano sɛ aben ɛnyɛ sɛ ba ne saa nti mmara foforɔ a yɛyɛ proposals pii na ɛwɔ mu na nkyɛ wobɛhu sɛ yɛde bɛpi abɔnten ne sɛ ansa na yɛn a yɛwɔ Akrafoɔ yɛbɛgye saa adeɛ no ato mu no na nnipa no ankasa wakɔ district mu wakɔyɛ engagement waka nneɛma a ɔbɛyɛ adwuma no ne ɔmo hia wɔ hɔ ne ɔbɛyɛ ama ɔmo assembly no traditional authorities ɔmo hɔ area ne mu nyinaa nim no nti saa recommendation ne bɛba ansa na ɔnya licenses ɔkɔ hɔ no na ɔnyɛ nipa foforɔ biom ne nyinaa yɛ nneɛma a yɛka ho asɛm baako a wokaeɛ a ɛne MDF asɛm nti na yɛyɛ Mineral Development Fund sɛ saa agudie no baabi a yɛyi fiiɛ no yɛde ho sika no bi kɔ na yɛkɔyɛ mputu dwuma wɔ hɔ na nea wohwa ne M1 say saa nyema yi waka no eno so enye nti wohwa new money agreement na ye no ye ne compulsory say there will be community development agreement ewo obi a oye lease and mining license no development agreement was saa area no ebe wo mu aka ama wo kwa akoye adwuma ya dia afi na community no ebe ba be gina ho na bo modin ahwe wanhwe kura na akoye za ahene o se ahemfie nko na mepasi mame ese yehu se community no ankasa no die na de omo akoma so bi omo hia school omo pe scholarship a ye de ba every year omo se engineers be 5 sa agreement no and na company no so be guiding in the past no CSR corporate social responsibility usha companies be mining companies bia na omo a ne omo pe na omo yo ni nyina be sesa wo new agreement nti madam wasipi.
Thank you. We shall have an attention to some members of the committee who want to make a few remarks.
Does any member want to make a comment?
Ti owura ama kofubu a ono na oye swafa ohwe asase na onye ifom egudodo nensam na ode atugwa won hihye fofra warrior wodabo oye lithium nunti wo oye oman ganam na ono na yegyinado na yede oye Coastal Television donkor kasebon yede aba ewieye na ansa na yebokọ no yamfa awodapa na itirunkwa yamfa ma Ewuraba Francisca Atta ende yewawoda iyi ofi wodofopa Eric Annan wonyankopa Eric Annan oye djuma ono na ochodema Sumpa TV wo oye fimfimanto maha nti Eric Annan nasamanye de Ewuraba Francisca Atta kasa ahuru bere nyuwa oka ebati kona ofodo ododo na ase usande odowa fi ni nyimpadiem fitinitri hwi besi nananansa da orekanye de omaw awodapa osre nyame nkwatentem na hoden wom demo de nyame ombonwo ban na onyumfi musu na esenum wa wodepei onpejaw na onfemfi adum onfonko adum nti Ewuraba Francisca Atta wodafopa Eric Annan a ochro Masumpa TV na samanye de ende ye wawoda na omotinkwa na awodapa ebusuafo ye begina do na ye de donkor kasebo no aba ewieye aseda papa omuno ye de bama oye Diesel gift shop enonye ejumoku NPA National Petroleum Authority also use gas ejumoku wona adawroma no we somasen mamete donkor kasebo mate Abraham aseda bi no so nkoma survey professor Emmanuel Kwamna Banfo Eje technical director aseda bi so nkoma oye Uncle Ben ono no wate finichi wetinchim no kama esese ndema ina fefefe mamanya bre na daje madabra wedi ebusia aba from kitikeku Asorba Kofi Essuman mamo ina mmo netei mmo ne hwa ahenewa abraw enyado oyinda no ye wono china